Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, back at the bench, and I want to do a quick video. I'm getting ready to repair this car, so I thought I'd do a video on it. Now, you've probably encountered this many times. These late Marx cars have a slot that the coupler rides in. And the reason they did that was they could be really sloppy in their construction, and they didn't have to worry about tolerances because this was always in that slot. But if that slot is broken off, this happens. And there's so much slop in this coupler that it drops below the level of the other one. It uncouples usually on a turn, and you can't run it. So I'm going to show you a really simple way to repair this thing. So what I'm going to do is just pull the wheels off, and this only takes a second to do this. And that's a plastic stud that's been sprued over with heat. So we're just going to bust that sprue off of there. Just like that. As you see. And you can just take the coupler off. So all you have to do is put the coupler on. Put on a washer. Hard to do, this thing isn't flat, and just put a washer over the stud just like that, as you see. So now I'm going to take a propane torch as you see, and I have an old center punch, and I'm just going to heat this center punch in this flame to get it hot, and I'm going to remelt the sprue on that plastic coupler. So give this a second to get hot. It doesn't take a whole lot of heat. It just takes us a while to get hot because it's so thick. You can do this with you can heat a screwdriver on the stove. You can do it with a soldering iron. You can take a 1/4-inch drill bit, heat it up, use the end of that. Anyway, you want a hot piece of steel. And what we're going to do is remelt that stud that's sticking up through that washer. So this should be hot enough by now. As you see. Alright, turn that off. Let that cool, and as you see, it no longer sags. So you've taken up all that slop just by adding that washer and then remelting the sprue on top of it. So as you see, it's locked on there good and solid, and it no longer sags. So it'll now stay coupled. So it's a really simple repair. It's hard to do this on the bench with this camera in the way, and you need 3 hands to do this. Anyway, you can see how simple that was. So just pop the sprue off, put a washer on top of the coupler, and then just remelt the plastic. And that will take up all that slack, just as if it was riding in that slot. So it's a great expedient if that slot is broken off. As you see, it no longer sags at all. It's exactly the right height. It'll stay there forever. So just a quick repair. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.